There's a new conservative candidate hopeful aiming to win over the support of social conservatives. His name is Richard Decarie. Richard Decarie is a former political staffer. He now says he's collecting signatures and it, quote, won't be long before he officially registers to become a candidate. So how does he plan to win on issues like abortion, same-sex marriage, medical aid in dying? Let's find out. Richard Decarie joins us now from Montreal. Thanks for joining us. You say you're going to rally social conservatives because there's no one else to do it. What do you mean by that?
In fact, for the past weeks, there was none. So the more there are candidates, the better it is, the better we can express our point of view. So I represent the full spectrum of conservative, including social conservative, and I'm glad if others are joining the race.
What do you say to people who say that Andrew Scheer's views on abortion and same-sex marriage cratered his support in Quebec and Ontario and cost him the election?
I think his position on all those values were pretty clear all his career, but he didn't defend them during the electoral campaign. So I think that's where the problem started. 2 weeks before the election, he was winning, and he didn't answer well, especially in French, and then we saw the poll dropping after that. So I think if you are a social conservative and it's part of the conservative spectrum, you need to address that very clearly. People are looking for authentic candidates, and I'm one of those.
So, okay, so let's go rapid fire. Where do you stand on abortion? Would you roll back the clock on choice legislation?
In fact, I already said that I would defund abortion since it's not a health care, and the Health Care Act is supposed to be financing exclusively health care. So I think it was passed through in the past years, and I would rectify that.
You would defund it. You may run into a court challenge on that. What about same-sex marriage?
I was with Mr. Harper in 2004 when we fought the bill for same-sex marriage. So my point of view is that marriage is exclusive to a man and a woman. And traditionally, it used to be for religion, from a religion point of view. And people are mixed up. When we talk to real people on the street, when we go across the country, we are hearing the same things. We are all mixed up. Our kids are mixed up. So I think it's
what does mixed up mean, sir? So what do you mean mixed up? Sorry, what do you say people are mixed up?
Yes, that's what they told us. They said that usually traditional family was a man and a woman and children, and now it's everything that the liberals brought. And because of that, I think we need to make sure that the term marriage is used for a man and woman.
Yeah, but sir, with all, I don't know what you mean by mixed up. You also said normal people. Are you saying people in same-sex couples are not normal?
No, I'm saying that the people that we meet in the street, when we go from door to door, when we are in politics, involved in politics, we speak to real people in the sense that they are telling us their real story. We're not getting the information through the media.
With all due respect, LGBTQ people are real people too. I'm just trying to figure out your terms. Are they not real people?
I think LGBTQ is a liberal term. I don't talk about people that way. I talk about persons, and I think we all need the full respect for being a human being, simply.
Oh, so okay, so you don't think that being gay, what do you think that's a choice, or do you think it's biological?
I think it's a choice, and it's how people are behaving. It's one thing. I think government has responsibility to encourage the traditional value that we have had for the past years. So that's the kind of so-called issues that I would bring as a leader.
Okay. Okay, so you think being gay is a choice. You know you're offside with your own party there, that conservatives don't, in your own conservative constitution, they support same-sex marriage. So you're not an MP, you're running to be the leader of a party, you're running against your own party, and you've got views that most polling shows you're not only offside with most Canadians on these views, you're offside in almost any poll with conservatives. What do you say to them?
I think the Conservative brand has been getting closer and closer to the Liberal brand. I think if people are Liberals, they should go join the Liberal Party. And I think it's time for that the Conservative Party be recognizing the conservative values, including SOCON values, because I think it's part of it. And when you are talking to members in the West, and also a lot of people in Quebec, even though you don't hear from them, they have strong SOCON values, and that's those people that I want to represent.
Right. I'm gonna ask you one last question. You know, when you come on national television and you say being gay is a choice, and you say when you talk to normal people, people are going to accuse you of being divisive and a bigot on this stuff and intolerant. What will you say to that?
When I say normal people, I'm saying that we meet people in their own lives. And when we discuss one-on-one, that they tell you the reality of their lives. I've encountered a lot of discussion where people were saying one thing publicly and another thing privately. So I think it's very important that we get a voice in that party for those people that we are not hearing from, unfortunately.
All right. We'll find out if you raise the money and get the signatures and carry that banner in that race. I appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.